Hello everyone, this is Balanced Witch. Welcome to my channel. So it's time for another video, and I'm redoing this video because it's getting close to my 15-minute mark, and I'm kind of afraid that if I go over 15 minutes, it's going to say that the upload is too long. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about one of my pet peeves, even within the spirituality that I practice, and why I feel that this kind of behavior is going to create two different kinds of practitioners. And then I'll show you something that I made. So, several years back, there used to be an author in the Hellenic community called Timothy J. Alexander, and he is still considered quite controversial in Hellenic circles, mainly because of his attitude towards a lot of stuff. His followers are still around. I'm a member of the replacement forum, but I don't go on at all because they are stuck in the 4th century BC, and they're not in the 21st century at all, as far as their religious and their book viewpoint is. So when I started this path about 4 years ago, I've been on and off and all that time trying to find if the path I started on 4 years ago was my actual path, because I like to feel that connection. I don't like to feel disconnected after 6 or 7 months. So, because I'll be honest, because I take my religion seriously. That's just how I am. Well, anyways, one of the things that they're very much against is the use of magic. Now, there's a lot of Hellenists that do believe that you should not be working with the gods, and that's their opinion, and their right to have that opinion. But my belief is that it tears down the bridge between the minority within the minority and the majority within the minority, if that even makes a bit of sense. I really think that going to pagan pride gatherings is of vital importance. I think that Hellenists should come to pagan pride gatherings and let people know about them, and let people know about how they believe and all this type of stuff. And not just stuck yourself in an office and reading these dusty, boring books for hours and hours and hours. I'm not against dusty books. I'm actually reading Greek Religion by Walter Burkert. But that seems to be the one book that a lot of Hellenists rely heavily on their practice. There are other books. There's books more for modern day practitioners, but anyone who's worth their salt in the Hellenic community will own a copy of Greek Religion. One of the things that I had a problem with the forum was that there was absolutely no respect within the neo-pagan, New Age metaphysical community. Now, I do get on Wiccans for basing their entire practice on UPG. Now, do I say that all Wiccans do this? No. There are actual Wiccans out there that do read the books because they want to better understand the civilization to which they are, borrowing their gods from, which is great. I do commend you guys. Thank you so much. But we also have to understand that we are not in the 4th century BC. We're in the 21st century. And what would be considered good back then is not good today. But see, the thing is that while people that followed Timothy J. Alexander ever since they probably got started in this path are doing good things for the Hellenic community, they base their practices solely on what was done back then, not based on modern things. prime example, one particular Hellenist said that she has read modern day hymns to the gods, and while they are absolutely beautiful, she will not use them. And, that's fine. But I think we should not dismiss modern day hymns. I think the modern day hymns are just as good as the eldest of the older ones. Another thing that kind of really ticks me off is this belief that, okay, we're adapting prayer beads for modern practice, but they have to be wooden prayer beads. And I actually encountered this with a heathen. He said that my prayer beads that I bought over nearly 3 years ago are plastic. They're not, they're wooden. Obviously, he cannot tell the difference between wood and plastic. For me, being the kind of person that works with what he or she, works with what she has, or with what I have, I adapt my practice based on what I have on me, not based on how expensive the item is. And I really hate doing that. I don't know why I look away from the camera or something. I don't know. So I had decided at the beginning of this month that I was going to make prayer beads because I wanted to do devotional work with the gods, to connect myself, and also the fact is that the book that I was using is on Kindle, so I can take wherever I want, wherever I need. And I decided to go to Walgreens and just see if they had for Christmas, because I do believe in doing toys for tots. And I found these beads. And I'll show you the containers they come in. Here, there. So there's 2 containers. So they were like $10, and so I bought it, and I made a set. I made a devotional prayer necklace. I don't actually wear it because obviously it's too short, but I have that. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 23 prayer beads between separation, or separate, what I call it. And I made them, and I put them in my purse, and I carry it with them wherever I go. And I use them every day. And I got one over there for Ikati, Hephaestus, and Athena. And I also use that. But I didn't use it yesterday morning because I was just too tired. I just ended up using the devotional ones, which caused me to do a blog post on my blog about not having time to do a big ritual or do a ritual period, just to, talking about the only thing you can do because you don't have a lot of time is use your devotional necklace or your devotional beads. So what I have basically done is, instead of using wooden prayer beads or wooden beads to make my prayer necklace, I decided to work with what I had and make one that I happen to like, and it doesn't follow the norm. It doesn't follow how other people do it, and that's how I am. I am not the kind of person that does things the way other people do. Another thing that really got me kind of turned off from the replacement blog is I had bought a book about Hellenic prayers for every day of the lunar month, or every day of the month. And I got criticized for it. He said, "Oh, don't use that because it's not based on um, the sources. It's metaphysical, new age crap." And I really felt offended that he would go and he would tell me, "Oh, you cannot use that because it's not based on historical sources." And this is the problem I have within the Hellenic community, is that they rely so much on the historical sources that they basically end up living in the 4th century. And while I understand that there are Hellenics that want to recreate their religion faithfully, we have to understand that we're not living in the past, we are living in the present. And if we're going to push any of these Reconstructionist religions to the 21st, to the future, we have to modify our practice. Um, Another thing is we have to stop staying away from the neo-pagan New Age community and say to these people, "Here we are. This is our religion, and we want to show you guys how we do things." So I think that it is a good idea to have interfaith work between the Reconstructionists and the neo-pagans. But I also think that it is also important to not criticize people. Prime example, I did an Agathos Daemon video, and it was picked apart. And he disagreed with me when I said about that you can come back as a good daemon. And he criticized Helion. And I thought that was just going overboard on that. And as no, Helion is the largest Hellenic organization, and I'm starting to get tired, guys, because it's like 12:24 in the morning. So, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, so basically, we need to stop criticizing each other. We need to stop attacking each other. We need to start understanding that everyone will practice their religion differently than other people, because it's not right. Alright, so I am going to let you guys go. If I repeated anything in that video, I am truly sorry. It is because it is 12:24 in the morning. So I will see you guys around next time.